Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Mixed Media Mayhem layout for you guys today. And today we are pulling inspiration from Melania Burton's layout that she has done right here. I absolutely love the design of this layout and all the little itty bits and pieces that she has worked into her layout. So I'm going to be doing another photograph from the petroglyphs. This one is just where the park rangers have built a path for us. It is one of my favorite photos to take. I have a small little flare from Happen Scrappy Studio in canvas. I also have another one that kind of gets lost in between everything else that I'm showing you guys. That is one of her epoxy flares. So she has two different types of flares that she offers in her shop. If you want to go check it out, she's got loads, you guys. Loads of super cool, fun flair to add, and I just think it is the perfect little touch to your layouts. So I've also got a bunch of rub-ons left over from, I believe these are the Spectrum Sherbet rub-ons by 49 and Market. If I'm wrong, let me know. It might also be from the other collection that they just came out with. I know I didn't get any Gardenia ones, but they just came out with another collection that was rainbow-y like this, and I can't remember which one it was. Anyways, I'm going to use this really old paper from My Mind's Eye laundry line, and I'm looking for the date, and I think that said 2008. Oh my stars, you guys. When I sat there and said that I didn't have anything older than a couple years, I've been pulling out some old stuff. And maybe it just doesn't seem old because of the fact that, it's still fresh to me. It's not like Paper Pizzazz old. Do you guys remember Paper Pizzazz? I do. Check out this oldie but goodie. Now, this is something I don't think I'll ever pass up or pass along to somebody else. So this is my little case that I keep all of my eyelets in. And I have a little toolkit. I did not buy the Close to My Heart toolkit. That's why the hammer doesn't fit in there. I stuck with my, I think this is my Making Memories toolkit, along with a punch kit or a pad kit for punches from Stampin' Up. It's a 3 set that's got the squishy pad, the knock pad, I guess is what some people call it. And then, of course, a template to where you can put your eyelets in a neat little row. And so I thought that was pretty stinking cool. So I've kept all the different manufacturers' things, but all of my eyelets are Close to My Heart because I felt every time I bought an eyelet that was outside of Close to My Heart, you guys, it did not smash pretty. And y'all know what I mean. It did not smash pretty. So when you sat there and you banged it with your hammer or you used your silent setter or whatever it was that you had when you did your eyelets, either the front little grommet part would get all mangled and unpretty, like that's the side I'm supposed to see, and it didn't turn out pretty. Or the other side that's supposed to mushroom out or flower out doesn't look like a flower on my other side. That kind of is annoying to me. So I decided that I was just going to stick to the one brand because they smashed pretty every time. All right, so as you remember on the back of my photograph, it specifically says I'm going to do an 8.5 by 11 page. What am I doing? I'm doing a 12 by 12. I just got so excited and so ready to start on this layout. I loved everything that I picked out for this layout. I mean, I just was, wow, everything's going beautifully. It's awesome. Look at how well all this stuff goes. I'm going to use that old basic gray paper for my photo mat. I've got it going on. So I am picking up a couple of mica sprays to use as my packaging technique. I'm not going to use paint and put it on top of my paper. I'm actually just going to have it go off to the side of my paper and then bring the I don't think I bring anything over to the paper, you guys. I just love it so much. I really do. So one of the things that I forgot to bring in to this project, because I knew I was going to do packaging, but forgot I need a packaging. So I'm looking for something that I can use as a packaging that is close by to where I do not have to leave my desk. So lo and behold, the some assemblage required wood bits that I picked out for this project was handy. Now my packaging is super tiny, but it'll still work because it's still packaging. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this mica spray down. Oh my gosh, I love how this is looking so far. This is awesome. I'm digging it. It is just going down exactly how I imagined it and how I wanted it. I was a little worried about mica spray because I've never really used it on a packaging technique before, but it's just like any other spray. I don't know what I was worried about. And guess what? Now I remembered it was 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to chop her all down and see what happens. I'm disappointed that I don't get to use that full piece of striped paper because it looked so good. It really did. And now I realize that I cannot have a 6x4 photo. I will not have any room to do anything on this layout if I keep it as big as I want it to. So I trimmed it down to match the paper that I had, the basic gray paper that I had. And now I'm going to just go back through. The tickets didn't change. They just moved out just a little bit farther. So the ticket part was just fine. However, I had to change where I was going to put my paper. Not a big deal at all. It's just not as pretty as my first go around. Like, really? Of course, every time that I do something that I really, really like, guess what? So these little brick pieces came from my birthday card set that I got from Susan. It's like the gift that keeps on giving, you guys. That was so awesome. I used it on so many layouts. I was so thrilled when I finally put it on my desk and decided, yep, this is what I'm going to use. And they magically, they fit every page that I went to go reach for them and use them on. So Susan, I cannot thank you enough for that gift that kept on giving, and you gave it to me like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't remember now. I apologize, but yeah, I super stoked. Okay, so my stripes didn't go on straight. My brown piece of paper didn't go on straight. It's all good. Nobody's going to notice it. I don't notice it. I didn't notice it when I put it on. It looks good to me. Plus, it's an outdoor layout, so it's all good if it's not straight. Really, I'm not going to measure the fact that it's probably 1/8 of an inch wider on the bottom than it is on the top. So I went ahead and I put all of my pieces down where I knew I wanted them to go. And one of the things that I really liked about Melania's layout was this thread that she just thread through with a couple pieces of eyelets, and then she has a photo film strip down in the back, and then she actually sewed that thread down on top of the film strip, I'm assuming to hold it in place. Now, I didn't do that. I'm sorry. I got lazy at the end, but I was super stoked to use 2 of my eyelets because, I can spare some. Clearly, I don't know what I'm going to do with those pink ones. They're probably going to be like the next things to go because I just now realized right now that I had a whole row of pink eyelets. Seriously, and everybody's going to comment on them. I know they are. If I didn't say it something first, Cindy, I got to it first. Never mind. But yeah, I don't know. Those will never get used ever. So anyways, remembering what I had to do, I had to switch out my tools. Now, the cool part about these tools is it does 3 types of eyelets. I've only got the medium and the large ones. I don't have any of the microscopic ones. I just felt like those were too tedious. Not that these aren't, but for the microscopic ones, I just felt they were too tedious. But I did have to switch out because I had the hole punch was the correct punch, but for some reason, the part that does the flower bit on the back, I don't know what that's called, the grommet smasher. I have no idea what that part's called, was the wrong size. It was for the larger one, so I had to switch those out, and they just screw and unscrew off of the handle bit. And of course, I had to remember how hard to bang before it actually went through, especially the super thick My Mind's Eye paper. So I actually had to, and Jason's like, are you trying to break your glass mat? Because he's standing right behind me, watching me, use this tool that I probably had to dust off before the camera because, yeah, I haven't used it since, I haven't touched it since I redid my scrap box. And then it just went in the scrap box. So it went from one shelf to the other shelf, and that was it until I'm using it today. So yeah, I'm glad that I moved it out from where it was, because the shelf where it was kind of hidden in a dark, deep corner. So now it's bright out in the open. So I'm super excited to start bringing back the eyelets. I really am. One of my favorite things to do with the eyelets was a corset look on your paper. I really did like that look, and it used a good 6 eyelets. So come on, give it to you for using 6 eyelets on one layout. Woo, that's awesome. But no, I really do enjoy adding the eyelets, because they're just a nice, flat, really unique look to a layout or to an embellishment or anything like that. So yeah, I want to bring back the eyelets, at least for me, and use them up and figure out what I think I'm going to gift all of those pink eyelets to Cindy. She would love them. I know she would. Oh man, Cindy, your birthday's coming up. It's happening. Actually, I don't know when her birthday is, but it sounded good. All right, so I went through my leaves. I knew I wasn't going to use every single leaf, you guys. I really did not want to take away from the background of this layout. I really wanted to let every little piece be seen on this layout, and I felt like if I just did an abundance of leaves, then it was going to, that's all you would see on this layout. So instead of doing the green, like it would have matched beautifully with my striped paper, it would have blended in beautifully, I actually pulled out this this aqua, I don't even know what color. Aqua sounds good because it's in the green paper too. You guys can see it very, very lightly. So I went with the lighter aqua as opposed to the darker aqua that was available in the leaves. And I just picked a couple. I wanted them just hanging out and falling out of where I've got my mixed media coming out. So I wanted the leaves to look like they were poking out and sticking out, like you would see in nature, right? Because nature is uncontrolled. It was planted where it was planted. It grew where it wanted to grow. And it did its own thing. And so that's kind of where I wanted to be with these. Now I have these clear stickers. They're like collage stickers. I don't even know where I got them, you guys. I don't like shiny stickers. I really don't. But I really do like these collage stickers. They add a lot of interest to the background, even though I am just putting them on a little itty bitty bit. Now I didn't want butterflies on my layout, but they're gonna show just a little bit, a little teeny tiny bit of butterflies. But these two that I picked out so far, the words actually went really well with my layout and with being on a path and all that good stuff, or and all that. Yep. Keep saying it. Yeah, I definitely do. Now, one of the things I don't like about these clear stickers is the monster huge border that is around them. And not only are they clear, which means that they're shiny and they reflect every stinking light bulb in the whole house, that big old border is worse. So I feel like the shiny is bearable if I trimmed off the border of all of these stickers. So that was just my thing. And they don't seem to be as prominent on the layout when I trimmed out the border. All right, so I'm going to do my squishing of the flare because I just love it, and it brings back my flare, you guys. It makes it totally usable. Look at that. It sticks right underneath where I popped up my photo on foam. It flattens them. It doesn't flatten them paper thin, I have to say that, but it flattens them to a more usable height. Now, I was just comparing it to the foam that I used underneath. It is a little bit thicker. Now I can't pull out a tape measure and measure it. I apologize, but it is just slightly thicker than the fun foam that we use on the backs of our photos. So just letting you know what it is when you smush them. The 2 plates that I used to smush my flare, I used one of the clear cutting plates, and then whatever that gray piece is that tells me I need it for something, I don't really know. To be honest, this machine is brand new to me, but I've used it for a while. So it's new to me to the point where I haven't paid attention to the discs. The only thing that I've ever used it for is the thin dies and smushing my flare. in all honesty, and it sits right next to me at my desk. I don't have to move anywhere. It's convenient. I have the dies that go in this machine, not really go in the machine, but are big enough for that machine, handy in a binder. So that way, if I'm just looking for a die really quickly, I can grab my binder, grab my die, not even get off my duff, and make it happen. So it just is the most useful machine ever, you guys. It really is. I did switch up from the Altenew Blossom die machine, the mini Blossom die machine, to the Stampin' Up! One because I'm hardcore. I have to say the mini Blossom die cut machine is beautiful, is perfect for those that do one die maybe a day. It is perfect, but I'm one of those that does like 60 dies in an hour. Seriously, because I do a lot of multi-die cutting for classes and things like that. So when I pull out a die and I pull out all this extra energy and effort, I'm going to cut that die until my paper is all gone and I have no more scraps, basically. Yeah, that's just how I am. And the mini Blossom die did not hold up for that purpose. Now, it still works today, unless I'm wrong. Cindy, let me know. But yeah, it was still perfect. It just wasn't as durable as the Stampin' Up! Machine was. And I also got it on sale. So it does go on sale every now and then. Keep your eye out for it. But if you go online, I have to say this, shameless plug because I'm not a Stampin' Up! Consultant, but I know one if you guys are interested, and I'll put a link down below. Shameless plug. If you go online instead of their catalog and search in online only, they have a pretty blue one, and it's not just in your face blue. It's like a periwinkle blue. It's beautiful. I'm just saying, you have to have a blue die cut machine in your life. So anyways, finished it up with the wood veneer pieces. Now I wasn't sure if I was going to use the flowers or not, but I really do like them tucked in and peeking out, not seeing the full flower. Now, these flowers are called delicate florals, and they're delicate for a reason. If you guys watched me pull my backing piece off, some of the bits and pieces fell off with it. That's because it's delicate. I should have used my tweezers, but I didn't. It's okay. So anyways, that is my layout that I didn't even talk about for today. I just loved all the little bits and pieces that Melania added to her layout, and I wanted to do the same thing and just have all of those teeny tiny little peaks of this and peaks of that, and if you keep looking, you're going to find something else that was added to the layout. And I just absolutely love layouts like that. I really, really do. All right. So anyways, Melania, thank you so much for allowing us to lift you today. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate pulling inspiration from anybody. You guys, I really do love it. I love the fact that everybody shares in this community for us to do that and pull inspiration and create something of our own. It is just such a huge community and so awesome. So I absolutely love that. All right. Down below, I have a playlist for our awesome Mixed Media Mayhem gals, who actually did this layout on the day that they were supposed to do this layout. And I didn't because, I forgot. I apologize. I really did forget. So anyways, my bad. Yeah, it's a thing. Anyways, there is a playlist down below for the Mixed Media Mayhem. There's also 2 links down below. One is for our Facebook group if you want to go hang out with us and do these fun adventures with us too, with all the mixed media and adding elements to the page that you don't normally add to the page. It's super fun. Or there's also the link to just the album, so you guys can go and check out who played along with us. Not today, but it's actually Friday. Who played along with us and put their creations in the album, and it's just amazing. It's fun to go and see all the different like concepts and inspiration that was pulled from Melania's layout. I just absolutely love it. All right, you guys, so that is what I've got for you guys today. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate you guys stopping and hanging out with me today. I appreciate the fact that it's not Friday, but I have a Mixed Media Mayhem layout anyways. And I just appreciate you guys. I really do. So thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm always supposed to say like and subscribe. Don't forget the notification button. I don't do that. I just don't. You stop by once, hey, thanks. Or you stop by every day. I appreciate it. So no matter what, I appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.